Alright, first I want to say thanks for coming, guys, and being my audience.
Jamie, 31.
Stacy 30.
Glory 50.
Tristan 14.
Chris 33.
Alright, so imagine 1 billion pairs of shoes. Plastic shoes, rather. That would equal every woman in the United States in 2013 from age 25 to 54 to own 15 pairs of shoes. 11 and a half inches tall and 54 years old this year. She is the most iconic doll made. Her name is Barbie. Since her first appearance, she has set the standard for dolls for little girls to play with. Today I will talk to you about how she became, how she was invented, and who did that. I will also talk to you about her fashion styles, and lastly I will talk to you about how if she's still popular and number one. Most of you here know Barbie and have probably played with her. I know I have, and now I have little girls that also play with Barbie. And I hear them playing and reenacting certain situations that they've been through that kind of help them get through it or become an outlet for them. That's kind of a nostalgic feeling for me, seeing my girls play with them as well as when I did. We will look at 3 main points today, like I said before. The first point is how she became from an idea to a real doll. Second will be her fashions over the years. And third, we'll talk about if she's still as popular as when she was first invented. This is a picture of Barbie in 1959 when she was first invented. She was invented by Ruth Handler, a working mother and a wife. She was married to a man named Elliot Handler, who was partners with another man named Harold Matson. And together the 3 of them had made the toy company Mattel, which then later distributed Barbie and sold. When Ruth was younger, she was a go-getter. She did never take no for an answer. And according to Ethlie Ann Bear, who is a writer for Women Inventors and Their Discoveries, article last access date October 28, 2013, Ruth Handler is like the Marines. The improbable she does right away. The impossible just takes a little longer. All her life, Ruth has considered the word no just another challenge. That's why when friends and family insisted that she just go to be a stay-at-home mom because that was customary, she said, no, I'm going to college. Well, she later did both. Ruth came up with the idea of Barbie because of her daughter, Barbara, actually, whose nickname was Barbie, and that's where Barbie got her name. She was playing with her friends with baby doll, paper dolls, and they were always interacting and going through adult situations or teenage situations with these baby dolls, and it just didn't seem fitting to Ruth, so she wanted to invent something that could give them an outlet to do so. Barbie's full name, the fake Barbie, not Barbara, is Barbie Millicent Roberts. She is from Willows, Wisconsin, and her first job was a teenage fashion model, which would have been amazing for my first job. She has had over 125 jobs since 1959. Some of them included astronaut, nurse, and even ran for president, I think, 4 times in some of the articles I read. She was definitely Ruth's baby, so to speak, her first invention, and she's done so well. I've just talked to you about Barbie and how she was invented and who did that. Next, I'm going to talk to you about Barbie's fashions. Here's a picture here of some of her fashions throughout the years. The first one I'd like to talk to is the mod era, which otherwise known as disco, I want to say, in my opinion. Very polka dot, houndstooth, vibrant colors. Carving just pop up here. Let me get that out. Anyway, moving on. It was the 80s. Definitely 80s type hair, big hair, bright color eyeshadows, sweater shirts, and there's even a Brooke Shields Barbie doll, which, if you don't know, she was a very popular actress then. And the 90s and today, Barbie has actually stayed on top of all the fashion trends. Her designers, which are several of them, have at times thought that they were trendsetters with her fashion, staying parallel with the fashion trends that are popular in today. According to Sophia, who I'm not sure if she was a writer or just somebody they interviewed, but she said, Barbie is constantly ahead of the fashion curve and reflects the current trends of girls at the time, no matter what era. Through her versatility, Barbie is constantly reinvented in a wide variety of roles that speak to different individuals. This is according to Fitzgerald. The article was written in 2002. It was called Full Steam Ahead. We've just talked about Barbie's fashion styles and how she's always been on top and trying to set the trends. Now I'm going to talk to you about Barbie's future and if she's still going to be popular in the future. And I have a picture here to show you of Barbie and a Bratz doll. Because in 2001, the Bratz dolls were introduced to the market. And although they've been very popular, they still do not beat Barbie. So as you can see, Barbie is knocking out Bratz doll there, saying I'm still number one. Barbie's had some negative rap in the past, but she's also had more positive than negative. So with that, mothers around the world will buy the Barbie dolls for their daughters to keep those morals and values intact. According to May from the article Doll Drama, she writes for the Canadian Press, last accessed October 29th. To be sure, Barbie is still number one in the doll market and the Mattel franchise. It has an estimated $1.3 billion in annual sales, which I also have a picture here to show you. This is some sales here from 2009 to 2014. It's steadily going up, which is showing that she's still number one and very popular with little girls. Between the ages of 6 and 13, I think is what it said. So, like I said, she's had some negative rap, but she's been positive most throughout her life, which keeps her number one. We just talked about how Barbie is still number one and how hopefully she'll continue to be that role model and still be ahead of all the other dolls. I'd like to close by saying that we've talked about Barbie and who created her. We've also discussed the different fashion styles over the years, and we also talked about how she is still number one. So, billions of tiny plastic shoes, several pets, and millions of yards of fabric have created Barbie over the years. Barbie, the teenage fashion model, has made an impression to young girls and older adults. Barbie has been a part of the little girls' toy collections, including mine and my daughter's. Barbie will always be a part of my heart, Barbie will always be a part of our lives and be in our hearts forever. Although Barbie, plastic and fake, don't underestimate the girl. She'll come out on top and take the cake.